Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today I will be reviewing a book by Rahul Saini. The book is called The Part I Left With You. This is how it looks and it has been published by Juggernaut Publishers. To begin with, I'll tell you a little about the story and the plot. The story pans around the lives of three characters, one of which is called Ronit Sukhdev, who is a pessimistic writer and has apparently given up writing because he is suffering from a heartbreak. The second character is Ratna Kumari Jambal, who is a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed female who seeks to follow her passion of journalism, and an unfathomable white lie lands her on the doorstep of her favorite author. How these two end up and how the story progresses the details about their lives, whether or not they end up together, and whether Ratna is able to convince Ronit to go back to his passion. This is what is in store for the readers related to these two characters. There's another character who is Ronit's ex-girlfriend and she's called Nitasha. And Nitasha is another confused character who is trying to recover from the heartbreak that she had suffered some time back. And just like Ronit, she has also given up hope, but then there is a silver lining for her in store. So based on the lives of these three characters, the readers are in for a treat, because definitely by the end it would be very nice for the readers to experience and to predict whether the parts of these characters are going to converge or whether these characters are going to end up going in different directions. In this review, I will be discussing some of the good and the underwhelming aspects of this book so that you can decide for yourself whether or not you should go for it. Let's talk about some of the good elements of the book. The very first thing that strikes you after you finish reading the book is the relevance of the title. The title is The Part I Left With You, and surprisingly, each of the characters talk about or discuss or are troubled by the part that they left behind with someone they loved. So the relevance of the title has been established perfectly, and that's something that I really want to compliment the author for. The second thing about this book that actually impressed me was the fluid and easy narrative. There are no difficult words or idioms used, but then again, the fluidity, the language that has been used is so impressive that the book can be finished in one single sitting. The third thing is the limited number of characters, because that gives the readers a very big scope to associate and form connections. I'm going to come back to this point later because this does have an underwhelming aspect as well. But the limited number of characters do cater to the audience, and I personally feel that if the characters are limited, it becomes easier for the readers to gauge what emotional turmoil that they are going through. This brings me to the fourth good point about the book, which is the apt portrayal of emotional turmoil. And this has been done brilliantly by the author, because the way he has expressed the desires and the troubles and the fears of each of these characters, it's compliment worthy. Each character is speaking in such a way that the dialogues force you to empathize with them. But then again, this also has a shortcoming which I'm going to come back to later. The last point about the good things of this book is about the different perspectives that are opened before you, because probably Ronit Sukhdev comes across as a very difficult man. At least he came across as a difficult man for me. But the thing was that he turned into a pessimistic philosopher, and the way he conveys his thoughts and desires and the way he expresses his longing for solitude, some of his ideologies are praiseworthy and you actually can resonate with them. Not all, but then if you can resonate with some of the things that the character is trying to tell you, it makes understanding easier. So that way, the author succeeds in opening a lot of new perspectives for you. So that's a win-win. Now let's talk about the underwhelming aspects of the book. The first one is the opening scene, which is definitely not very impressive. The second one is the skewed characterization, because all three characters have extreme personalities. While Ratna might come across as a very peppy and over-enthusiastic girl who objectifies men and then calls them delicious and hot at the drop of the hat, you will find a contrast in Ronit Sukhdev, who is a pessimistic and who is basically a sourpuss or a party pooper. He doesn't like anything. He keeps on cribbing and grumbling about everything, and that makes it all the more difficult for you to empathize and sympathize with him. The third character, Natasha, practically has no role to play because while the other two are quite expressive and they are engaged in an interview where they share what they feel, Natasha is with one of her colleagues and she just keeps on blaming her ex-partner for the breakup, never mentioning the reason what exactly went wrong. Even if the reason was mentioned, it was very superficial, so we don't delve deeper into the reason for their breakup, and that's why it becomes all the more difficult for the readers to empathize with the couple who is suffering from heartbreak. The next thing is about the switching timelines. Probably the author wanted to experiment with this, and to some extent the experiment has been successful. But this is totally my personal feedback. I could not associate or resonate with one of the characters because the moment I tried to focus on one character, the very next chapter would take me to a different timeline. Now there are 3 timelines that are going in. One is where Ratna and Ronit are meeting. The second one is Ratna's childhood, and the third one is Natasha with her colleague, and both of them discussing about life. So when I'm trying to focus on how Ratna's childhood would have been, suddenly the pace shifts to Ronit and Ratna's conversation. So there's no balance established between the 2 characters, and that's where I lose the plot. The last thing about the book that did not impress me was leaving all the knots untied. So there are a lot of issues with the characters, they have a lot of problems, but then it is all left unresolved. Now there's a difference between leaving a story at a cliffhanger and then leaving the issues unresolved, because then the readers are left wanting for a conclusive end, which is how I have been left now, because I definitely want to know why this happened and what could have been the reason behind this kind of behavior. So all these questions are left unanswered, and probably that was another reason that the book failed to satisfy me. Overall, the part I left with you is a breezy read, like I mentioned before, and it will definitely be enjoyed by the ones who like the idea of mushy romance, how teenage girls and boys fantasize about writers. So this way, for this category of people, definitely the book is going to come across as very pleasurable. But then there are certain points, like I mentioned, if you are keen on reading something more pragmatic, then this might not be the book that you will relish for a longer time. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please do not forget to share and comment. I will see you next time in the next review video. Till then, be safe and stay healthy.